Hey, Sloe, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing just fine, sir. Just wanted to run something up the chain to you. A deputy, Alice
This other murder
Watson,
kid got
who's
away. Called this one
on the roster
EPL and
shift
had
2,
to
has
see your
asked for a
thumbs.
transfer to shift 1. Already called Captain Hale, and she's more than happy to receive her. Reason for the transfer being change in schedule.
Wasn't she shift 1?
No, well, I mean, she hasn't really been shift 2 for months, but she's been on the roster and she wants to make it official.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. All right.
Yeah, so I mean, but she's only ever really around at shift 1. Her schedule is currently supporting that instead of shift 2. So
makes perfect sense.
all right, I will send her a message and let her know that it is official. I'll also let Captain Hale know that you signed off on it.
Can you actually do a run through of all our shift 2 officers and see if anyone is falling off of it? Because like fall into the same boat as her. Because I think we need to really know who we got in shift 2.
Who we got? Yeah. So hold on, let me pull it up. I'm gonna just orally consult you on this real quick.
Yeah, I think this is a great idea. Yep.
Okay, so let's see.
Have you seen the recent SWAT viewing? Looks like Osvaldo's the culprit.
Let's see. People who are mostly showing up in shift 1.
Can we go through? I would say let's just go through the list, call them out, and then we'll be like,
okay. I think really she's probably the only one that's only showing up in shift 1. We got a couple that kind of show up in shift 1 or 2.
Okay.
Which I'm fine letting slide, as long as they show up every now and then.
I agree. Could you go through just the list of like who's on shift 2 for my own sake?
Yeah, do you want me to sprinkle in like who's actually active and who's also inactive into that as well?
Yeah. They'll give me like a mental picture of
roster at a glance by Jonah. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I'll do that.
Oh, do you have it in front of you right now?
I do.
Yeah, just go through, just name them out. You know what I mean? I think there's probably only 30 anyways.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, Porter, thumbs up.
Yep.
Jonah, me, thumbs up. Declan Crane, I think on an LOA because of brain issues. But,
yep.
Thumbs up. Snoopy, heard tell he maybe wants to transfer to LSPD. I don't know what's really going on with that.
I don't think so.
was telling me that.
I mean, it's possible. Seemed pretty good the other day, but you never know.
Okay. Aspen Gray, fairly inactive. I see her around every once in a while.
Wait, she's shift 2?
Yeah, she's shift 2. Yeah.
Okay, that might be. I mean, we could talk to her. I've seen her around at shift 1 mostly, but.
I think it's just that she's not really coming around. So if she's coming around, she'll come around for like the meeting and hang out for a little bit.
Exactly that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
But I think if she were to be active again, she would more than likely be active in shift 2.
Okay. Makes sense.
Drake Gyllenhaal, I really only see him at shift 1 at this point, but it don't mean he can't be pressed to show up for shift.
Agreed. Yep.
Highwater,
she's
thumbs
shift
up.
2 for sure.
Yep. Skyfae, thumbs up. Shift 2 just transferred in. McNulty.
Oh, wait, she just transferred in
like a week ago to shift 2. So she's no longer shift 3. Yeah, she's shift 2 now on the roster.
All right.
In fact, I got her promoted to be a trainer for air certification, so she can help train us up in the shift.
Okay, makes sense.
And I imagine she'll probably be involved in whatever new version of PRT is. Ken McNulty,
shift 2.
He's 100%. He's always been kind of 1.5y, but I'm happy to give him the thumbs up. Rain Cinefo, he is definitely shift 2 when he's around, but he's rarely around.
Yeah, what's his name?
Rain Cinefo.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll show up like the last 2 hours before storm in shift 2, like right before shift 3 starts, like twice a month. He's inactive as hell, but he's definitely shift 2 when he shows up. Jimmy Peppers, I personally have never seen him in shift 2.
I don't even
really know who he is.
Yeah.
Yep. Christian Winter, that guy is exempt from any kind of anything, as I understand it.
Is he special person?
Yes, he's a special person. If you,
Oh,
I think you know who he is.
I don't, but I think someone told me once. Is that?
Yeah.
Does it go by N and S?
Yes, it's NS.
Okay, I'm gonna get him to start waking up. 'Cause this is
Okay.
unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Yeah, I agree, sir. Jack Bilby, thumbs up. That guy's shift yes. He shows up everywhere, but he makes an effort to show up in shift 2 as well. Melon Williams, haven't seen him around in a hot minute, but when he's around, he's usually around in shift 2. Same with Loki Sky Lizard, every once in a while, but shift 2. Cricket Cox, I was under the assumption she had already transferred to shift 1, but she's still on the roster for shift 2. So
Let's put a star next to that.
When I talked to Hale about
brother, we are.
Miss Watson.
As you're going through this, shift 2 is fucked right now. Holy fuck!
I'm gonna be honest, sir. This is a conversation I've had about 10 times with 10 different high commands, and I've been having it since I got hired back in January. And tries when so. I know that you've got these people that you're pulling in that we're going to train in shift 2 that they may end up going to shift 1 after that.
No.
Part of
wait, no, that is 1,000% not it.
Not the case. Okay.
Anyone we're hiring in shift 2 is aimed at this. Did someone suggest that? Because that's not good.
Well, not so much suggested that, but so Sybil, right? I know that her schedule is going to be more 1.5e.
No,
she's done with her training.
I've had.
Okay.
I remember you brought that up with me, but I had every person I've talked to, they've committed. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So the other person, you had me take this Anna Garcia lady out on a ride along as a shift 2 potential applicant.
Yeah.
On Friday. And I was gauging her schedule, and she said, outside of the weekends, she really can only do an hour or two into shift 2. So personally, I would rather focus my resources on people who are actually going to show up for shift.
That's what I need to know. Like Sybil. Yeah. So this is interesting because I had that same conversation. It was said differently. Sybil, I know for certain, is not going to just migrate out of the blue.
Yeah, Anna said, for more clarity's sake, she said during the week she can only go like an hour or two into the shift, but on the weekend she'd be able to stretch a little bit further, but not through the totality of the shift.
That we can work with, because keep in mind, Anna comes with.
You need some weekend warriors as well.
Exactly, and that's one of the reasons why we're asking for this sort of information. Wait, what the fuck? Was there not a bank truck up here? There is. Sorry, Polito. I'm the only one up here.
I'll come back up. I'm just running in circles around a maze bank right now.
Yeah, you're good. We need to be, and I want you to be thinking a little bit. I'm not saying you're not, but just because I do things a little bit more strategic than I think others can. Not you, but you may not be used to me, is what I'm trying to say. I want us to think very strategically, and like what you said right there is, okay, she comes with background experience, and she's on the weekend, and therefore, can we utilize that? Because if she were, let's say, a month's time, someone we could lean on to do training for deputies on the weekend, that's a huge W. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I'm just, we have limited resources in order to make shift 2. Oh, I just killed a civilian, I think. We have limited resources to make shift 2. Are you okay, sir? You need a repair kit or something? That's true. That's true. Yeah. Also, going at 180 miles is against the law, but Oh, okay.
You're 100% right about that. I will say, well, Anna is not.
All right, take care, sir.
Anna is not a certain, right?
Yeah,
and I think what you're bringing up is something that we should discuss once we get a couple applicants in and sort of.
Because if it's just going to be like me and Mello and a few other folks, Crane, doing the FTO, and then we want to be very careful with, who we invest in, right?
I would say that I don't think we should really. I think we should note these on their, like maybe on comments or something. You know what we should do on this application? We'll make a column for each of us. So if these things are coming up, like you should note them so that when we do discuss, who we're going to take in. Because I look at it like this. We're going to be looking at this together after having watched all the videos. And we say, all right, who is the prime individuals that we're going to take first? Because you're right. We need to be strategic. We only have so many resources. So,
yeah. And for all what it's worth, outside of that, I'm actually rather liked Anna as far as the discussions we were having while I was driving her around. You know, she clearly seems informed, but also flexible and understanding that procedure may be different than she understands. And she was asking good questions and being receptive to answers as opposed to, you know, telling me what, you know, probably should happen and, you know, being frustrated that, you know, so-and-so is not done here or whatever the hell some people in the past I've had experience with who are previously experienced having that kind of problem. I did not get that read from her. She seemed pretty sensible.
Very good. I also want you as a part of it, because what you brought up was good, but I want you to think on the other end of the spectrum too. Is what is the cost of onboarding her and training her? Because I think, like, as an example, right, let's say Sybil had the same, like, commitment, right? Well, we would say, well, Anna might be a 2-week cost, a 3-week cost. Sybil, understandably, her being new to the force is going to be a higher cost, but what's her payout? You know, cost versus payout. You know what I mean?
Just cost benefit analysis.
Exactly. And that's exactly what we should be doing. Like, we could get, like, you know, we had Saul Leisman come around and he's got a huge benefit, right? For those who know him, they really like him. He's a funny guy, etc., etc. But his cost is that this motherfucker is only going to show up like
he's not going to show up for work.
So it's like, well, we can't afford that. I'm sorry. You know?
Absolutely. I agree. At least not where we are right now. Maybe, you know, 2-3 months down the line, we'll be in a different place.
Yep. When Mello's back next week, I think we start going
having some
through
more
there.
serious conversations.
Absolutely. And if opportunity arises, we should try to take some of these people on ride-alongs. It's observers only. You know what I mean? Not too deep. Nothing that cost us mental stress. You know what I mean? So, anyways, all right. So, we will chat more soon. I think we're very much on the same page. So,
okay. Do you want me to finish going through this roster real quick while I got you on the line?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, 1 second, hold on. Just take a photo of this car here. Okay, let's see. Wesley Whitaker, shift 2, thumbs up. Buddy Jensen, pretty inactive. Not really sure he's shift 2. Kale Soze, thumbs up. Selena Frost, thumbs up. Palmer Taylor, thumbs up. Deke Magnum, thumbs up. Rowan, never seen him before. Our PPOs, Emma DuPont, I'm not convinced she's shift 2. Everyone else, shift 2. Our cadets.
Emma should be shift 1.
She should be shift 1. I don't know why she's on the roster for 2.
Oh my God. Brother, we don't have anybody. What the fuck? Do you think some people got brought in like they, you know how like people cook the books?
Well, we,
some of these books sound a little cooked because like Emma DuPont, I've known her forever. She's one of our, she's never been shift 2.
Yeah, I don't think, I think
and
maybe a couple of people just got. I think what happens is people have a misunderstanding of when shift 2 really is. They think after the storm is shift 2, and they put themselves down for shift 2, and then they just don't. Yeah, there's no follow through.
I don't like it.
You know?
I think our shifts are cooked, and that's a bigger discussion.
But I mean, we fired what 20 plus deputies. You know, right before you got promoted to captain, right? Or maybe it was right around the same time.
Yeah.
A lot of those casualties were inactives from shift 2. So, I mean, we had what looked like a more substantial roster, but it just was not real.
Makes sense. Okay.
I'm gonna hang up the phone because we're on the scene.
Yeah.
I think they need help, but
right.
I'll call you back after.
Sounds good. Talk to you soon.
What do you need from me, Bjorn?
Yo, Gun Freak.
Oh shit! Hey, we can make fucking jerky.
I'm training this one.
What channel are we on?
Number
Channel
1. You're first in the pursuit. You got the only fast car here, I think.
Okay.
Wait,
sounds good.
No, I'm gonna secure. You're gonna be. Ripley is second, and you're third. And I'm gonna stay with hostage.
495 on Freak. I'll be right
All right, I'm
across the
gonna
street.
have them come out. We got Knight, Ripley, Sloe, pursuit order. I'm gonna stay back with the hostage. I'm gonna send them out right now. Mount up.
364 can go forth when you get down to the city.
Copy. Thank you.
Those are shotties, right? That they got.
They're
Gonna be active 80. 4-door black and colored vehicle comes back to James Malden. Heavy rain here. Second